Hello, everybody. This is Karen Jane Casey on the podcast Moments with Carin. And this is where I share little bits and pieces of the past and present moments that I know of, or I share from other sources, just so that we can find encouragement, learn something, find entertainment, or maybe have some increased joy in our lives. Today's episode is very timely. It's prep for a new year. And you know, New Year's is only 2 weeks away. So hopefully we have already begun to work on that. Well, actually, Christmas is just around the corner. I used to be the one who was completely ready for Christmas by November 11th, because November 11th was my son's birthday, and we would go to West Virginia to visit everyone there and celebrate birthday, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I went ahead and got all my Christmas presents wrapped and ready by November 11th. Well, I made great strides in planning for the new year, except for this year. Everything was different this year. Christmas crept upon me quickly. It was on Black Friday that I decided to order everything through Amazon.com. And I used Amazon.com Smiles so that I could also donate to my favorite charity, which is Yeshua's House. So I could get gifts, receipts too, so if people didn't like what I sent them, then hopefully they could exchange them and I wouldn't have to know about it. I wouldn't have to be a part in that. And I did all this because I had run so late, and because I knew that if I went into a store, historically I know that I get excited looking at the beautiful scenes that are made, the lights, the sales, and what do? I go off from my list and do impulse buying. And I end up getting things for myself, not even on the list. So what about future planning? That has, for the most part, fallen late as well for me. And I do have a few things planned. They are on my daily planner. And I have some projects and some travel plans. But I have not done an in-depth evaluation. I have not prayed sufficiently for God to share with me what projects should start up and what should be closed. For what I already have on the daily planner, I can say, if it's God's will, I will do this or that. All too well, I remember the fiasco when I planned to go to a workshop in Colorado just this past year, several months ago. After I paid for the workshop and I paid for a cheap flight that was not exchangeable, and then I prayed about it, and the door slammed shut. That workshop canceled. And so there I was, stuck with $300 on that cheap flight. So I've learned, if it's God's will, then I will do this or that. Pray about it. Well, what about my budget? Will it even be feasible to travel like I want, to attend the awesome workshops, conferences, events that are happening in 2020? We all know that we can plan, but if we don't determine a budget into those plans, we may not be able to afford it. There is a cost to just about everything out there. We could right now be wasting funds on trivial, short-term, feel-good stuff, such as restaurants or going to an event or impulse buying clothing and so on, only to realize that much too late that has cost us so much that a piece of our dream had to wait, had to be postponed or forgotten. Quickly, it's time to start piecing that budget together. On some of it, I know up front that the expenses must be paid off so I can adequately prepare for what I want to accomplish. I may have to give up some things. And what are they? How much can I save up? And all of that, how much can I regularly put away for a true emergency fund? Well, what is a true emergency fund? It is strictly for emergencies. And the rule of thumb is that you save back 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. Well, you know what? That doesn't happen overnight. That takes some planning and some work, some time. We have much to consider, but we can do it. Some expenses must go away because it's going to cost us our trip or our conference or that event we want to go to if we don't. Phew. And I want to be ready for those emergencies. My budget must include then establishing and maintaining that emergency fund. I have to put something away regularly in order to build up that emergency fund. And then separately, I need to save back for the travel, for the conferences, for the events that I am eager to do. Maybe more upgrading my equipment or appliances, something for the house, and educational workshops. All that needs to be saved back for. Am I healthy enough to do all that I hope to do in the upcoming year? Are there things that I need to do now on a consistent basis to ensure that I've improved my stamina, my strength, my energy level, overall physical ability to accomplish the task that I have before me? Recently, I have already made some changes. I've taken my steps towards better health. My routine is this: after 11:2, lacking proper exercise and declining interest in a well-balanced meal, I've rejoined the gym and renewed an interest in healthcare. As I keep along this path, I will be developing a healthier pattern, a healthier lifestyle. Well, 11/2, that was just a month ago, a little over a month. But I keep on, and develop that pattern of healthy living. How important are daily affirmations? Well, I believe to say positive daily affirmations is a high priority in the category of priorities of life. I believe that to daily say positive affirmations out loud should rank almost as high as our priority for daily devotions and prayer. In fact, the affirmations we say can be a natural extension of our daily devotion and prayer life. When we think on positive things, positive affirmations, and then we say them out loud, we are more likely to do something positive, because as a person thinks, that is how he is. We start with our thoughts. The words, behaviors, attitudes, and even then the actions all come from the original thoughts. When we've started the day out right, with devotions, prayer, and affirmations, it is more likely or less likely, what do you think, that we'll find ourselves in a negative thinking. I think that when we have that beginnings foundation of positive thoughts, positive efforts, then more likely we will be positive. And when offenses come, challenges come, we are better prepared to have a slow response rather than that emotional knee-jerk reaction that we may be ashamed of later. I believe that we'll be prepared to have a better grounding for whatever challenges come our way. Do you believe that? Test it out and see for yourself. Even when saying daily positive affirmations, it takes a certain amount of planning ahead. And to help keep us on the right track, we can strategically place positive statements throughout the home, maybe in our office, maybe even in our car, so that we can focus on positive, lovely, kind, and good things in life, rather than let ourselves be distracted with negative things, challenges that come along. I want to show you a couple of positive affirmations that I put together in a workshop over a year ago now. Maybe it will give you ideas. And my positive affirmations are laminated, and I keep them on the bathroom mirror because I go there every day, several times a day, and they're right there in front for me to see. So for those who are not watching the podcast, this first one is a picture of a girl running through to the finish line, and the caption is, "I am well equipped to achieve my goals." And then the next one, it has a similar message, and it's of a girl running across the street in a busy city, representing a busy life that we might have. And the caption is, "I am courageous and bold to run the race set before me, regardless of the obstacles." So you may know that they are based upon Philippians 3:13 through 14. "Dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus on this one thing. Forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead, I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize of which God, through Jesus Christ, is calling us." Well, I hope this episode has encouraged you in some way to prepare yourself for the new year. And to wrap up, we can consider these things. What projects should I keep, and what should I let go of? Prayerfully, we've asked that. Do I have an adequate budget to include the emergency funds and savings? Am I doing anything to strategically pay down my debts and decrease expenses? Am I saying, God willing, I will do this or that as we look into the future? Is there anything I can do to improve my health this upcoming year? Are there patterns I can implement to ensure that I have a more positive attitude? What affirmations am I thinking and saying regularly? Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode on Moments with Carin. This is Carin Jane Casey, author, speaker, domestic violence advocate, and ambassador for Christ. Moments with Carin is available every Wednesday morning at 7, where we explore past and present moments to find lessons, entertainment, encouragement. I also have 2 faith-based podcasts, also with StormTalk365radio.com. That is Turn to God with Carin, which is Monday mornings at 6:30, essentially about overcoming life challenges, and then Abundant Living with Carin, Tuesday mornings at 7, where we share biblical principles, biblical stories, and the good news of Jesus. The platform for all the podcasts is Spreaker.com. And with Spreaker.com, you can simply Google the name of the podcast, and then you can find a listing of the episodes. So you can simply click on them. We're also available on iTunes, Twitter, Alexa, and Amazon, hosted by iHeartRadio and Spotify. And then the list grows daily. You can also go to Carin Jane Casey on YouTube to watch videos of all my podcasts. If you go there, please subscribe to my channel, and you'll automatically get more videos. My website is CarinJaneCasey.com. That's CarinJaneCasey. I would love for you to go there and give me any suggestions and feedback that you may have. You can just go to the contacts and send it to me. You can also reach me by email, CarinJaneCasey@gmail.com. No advertising, please. And then also on my website, you will see valuable information about handling challenges in life, particularly domestic violence. And you'll see my information about the books I've written. My Dear Rosa Jean, my first novel, is suspenseful and dramatic, and yet it's about overcoming challenges in life. Mystery at Candace Bay is a real page-turner, and it also offers entertainment and encouragement. Granny Babysits the Mischievous Five. That's a fun children's chapter book, fun for children and for grown-ups, and it promotes patience with children. All of my books are available at Amazon.com, Kindle, and Barnes & Noble Nook. Thank you and have a blessed week.